Looking for that perfect game for your gaming console? Video Game Corner is the largest independently owned video gaming store in North Mississippi, located at 1519 Highway 72 in Corinth. We are an authorized limited-run retail store and have a massive collection of retro games and game systems, and also plush toys and collectibles. We also pay top dollar for your used video games. Check them out Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Visit Video Game Corner in Corinth.
There is no denying that that freedom is a wonderful thing. There's no denying that the right to bear arms is also not a wonderful thing. There's no denying that the freedom of speech is also a wonderful thing. So, what happens, is my question. What happens when someone who undeniably loves the Second Amendment is transported to a fantasy world, or better yet, reborn into a fantasy world, where he has the ability, or one has the ability, to make the freedom sticks?
At first you had my curiosity, but now you have my erection.
Primarily Kalashnikovs, MP5s, Dragunovs, double-barrel shotguns. The works.
Seriously?
What?
I just heard you get hard.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the answer is, the man creates his own guild named after the cult Peacemaker.
Stop! My penis can only get so erect.
This manga is actually really good, and I cannot wait for an anime to be made. Now, there are, of course, the stereotype tropes in there. You got the harems, you got the multiple wives, you got the fan service, and then you have the over-the-top fun. But the big thing about this manga is it's literally what happens when a gunsmith is transported to another world. And that's exactly its title. I mean, hell, look at the fucking cover here and look at what I'm seeing. The motherfucker got a Mach 19 and a Humvee. Motherfucker!
Just take all my money! Oh, not this soon! Not this soon! Ah!
Undeniably, this manga is freedom incarnate. This is exactly... this is Gunsmith Cats, if Gunsmith Cats was a fucking isekai. And for those of you who don't know what Gunsmith Cats are, Gunsmith Cats is another manga and OVA series that is about firearms and guns, and even likes to poke fun at the goddamn ATF and their tyrannical ways. Granted, it is set in the 80s and 90s, but ATF is still ATF no matter what era you're gonna be in. So what is this plot line about? The plot line is very fucking simple, at least in my mind it's simple. A gunsmith is murdered by a disgruntled coworker because actually that does happen in real life, and by God almighty, I'm surprised the news doesn't fucking report that, because let's face it, if you reported that disgruntled workers were murdering their coworkers, don't you think people would actually pay attention to the goddamn news more than your left-leaning fucking agendas or any political agendas that goddamn matter, you stupid sons of bitches?
Of course!
But the big one about it is that I love this story, because the story does follow this gunsmith as he's reborn, has a cat girl and friend that does later become a fiancé and then later on becomes a wife, and even has a freaking dragon wife, a vampire wife, who is mute, by the way, who's mute. But there is a moment with her that I'm going to get to in a second. I fucking promise you that. But the big thing about this is that through this story, this manga, it actually talks about firearms, not in a political way, but in an Ian McCollum way, in an actual gun nut way, that actually respects them and even talks about them in detail. Even gives a small bit, like what's behind me with a blow-up, of these guns actually shown, even giving history of them from a Japanese point of view. And I love it! There are not a lot of manga, there's not a lot of anime even, that actually shows respect to the firearms community. And what I mean by respect, I mean actually respecting firearms, actually showing that these are not tools of war, they are not tools of destruction, they're not tools of mass murder, they're not scary black guns that have freaking 30, 50 cal clipazines.
Excuse me, the fuck did you just say?
These are tools meant to be used as tools. That's it. And this manga fucking encapsulates that. And that's why I bring it up here on America Month, because this manga alone is really good. And throughout the entirety of it, the firearms go from freaking Kalashnikovs to Colt 38 pistols, and when I mean Colt 38s, I mean Colt service revolvers, i.e. the Colt police revolvers, which are 38 specials, to fucking the Colt Peacemaker being brought up. Even my personal favorite submachine gun, the MP5, the literal symbol of the 80s and 90s, the symbol of SAS, of Special Forces, of German technical superiority. The sawed-off double-barrel shotguns, Remington M700s, Dragonoffs, Mark 19 automatic belt-fed 40 Mike sending downrange Freedom grenade launchers, and anti-personnel mines, anti-tank mines, motherfucking Panzerfausts. If I haven't already basically caused you to go down to the pinned comment down below where you can find a fucking link to read this motherfucking manga, what the fuck are you doing with your life? Okay, I already hear people basically saying, how is this person able to make these firearms? Does he have magic? Does he have a system? No. Does this person have some kind of weird MacGuffin that allows him to basically mold and make firearms and bullets and all this other good jazz? Yes!
I have several questions.
There is a metal that's like mercury almost. And I mean mercury as in like the substance, a liquid metal almost, where he's able to literally mold and use magic to basically make the components and also the ability to actually make firearms and everything else. Where the fuck can I get this, and how long before the ATF decides to frickin' put anything?
FBI, open up!
God fucking damn it! In all seriousness though, this story is really good. Hell, in the story itself, there is a moment where an elf maid has a suitcase with the actual MP5K in it that allows her to basically go all freaking Roberta from Black Goddamn Lagoon. Not only that, ladies and gentlemen, there's an elf princess that comes out rocking a PKM machine gun!
Remember, no Russian.
Have I not stressed how much I fucking love this manga? It tickles every single freedom and gun-loving bone in my body. I'm not joking on that. Now, I know everyone's going to be saying, okay, why AKs though? Because that's automatically everyone's going to be first response is, why an AK as the first firearm? Simply because it's easy to use, easy to work on, and easy to maintain. Yes, I know everyone's going to be arguing in the comments section about the Armalite platform and the fact of, oh, it has its uses too and its modularity.
Yet, rifle is fine.
Look, you can argue all you want. I don't give a shit. I literally don't give a shit. I love guns equally. And while, yes, I am sad in the fact that this motherfucker doesn't bring up the Car 15 or the XM177 or basically the small M4 with the moderator that the ATF classifies as a suppressor, which even though it's not, I will say that this story is really good. The actual everything. Hell, there's a hostage situation that basically is literally reminiscent of the Iranian embassy crisis, of the Iranian embassy hostage situation, where the motherfucker literally comes in with an MP5 and goes all SAS on sons of bitches. And I mean this wholeheartedly when I say that I'm trying not to spoil much, but I'm gonna say this now. The manga itself is good, but the big thing that actually sold it for me was an arc where the vampire who is mute has an M700 Remington and is reciting the Rifleman's Creed, word for word.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America, fuck yeah!
That is fucking awesome! I cannot beam this goddamn thing enough, okay? Just down below, pin comment, fucking go, okay? Go! Go read this thing, okay? Go fucking read it, go support it, go support the official release if you can. Fucking go, okay? Just fucking go! Anyway, thank you so very much for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL. And while, yes, I didn't spoil a lot of the plot line or the characters' names or anything of that goddamn nature, I did spoil the stuff that made me fall in fucking love with this goddamn thing. And it's what's gonna make you fall in fucking love with this goddamn thing. Especially if you're a gun nut or a gun owner or an airsoft enthusiast, like Australia. Because I can assure you, it's good. It's worth it. It's worth the read. It's worth the investment in time. For the love of God, go. Just go. Anyway, though, thank you all very much for watching. As always, I've been AirsoftAL. And if you have any suggestions for actually good manga, be it freedom, be it horrid, be it something that's actually fun and enjoyable and worth the investment and time to actually look into, world building or otherwise, leave the name of it and the author of it down below in the comments section. Or if you're in the Discord that I am in, then please DM it to me. Actually give me a direct message of the actual manga itself, and I will definitely be taking a look at it. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I've been AirsoftAL, and if you want to help support the channel and what we do, consider donating to the PayPal down below. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, I will see you all in the next video, and remember, when brought into a world where you're able to make some freedom sticks and literally go all Ash Williams telling them that this here's my boomstick, then please be responsible. Be a responsible gun owner. And do not pull the trigger or have your finger on the trigger unless you're intending to destroy. And please do not leave a loaded firearm around children. It is not needed. It is not safe. And we are responsible people. No matter what the left says. Till next time.